fighting the Taliban in Afghanistan. America's longest war has dragged on now for nearly 16 years. It's claimed more than 100,000 lives and cost the US more than $700 billion. The Afghan economy is in tatters, and that's despite years of US and allied involvement. Around 35% of its population is unemployed or lives below the poverty line. Afghanistan's government currently controls just half of the country, and economic activity currently remains overall affected by the large security challenges. The Afghan government wants foreign investment in order to grow its economy, but there's widespread corruption and a lack of infrastructure. Many, though, point to Afghanistan's potential. 10 years ago, a United States Geological Survey study identified deposits of iron ore, copper, and rare earth minerals in Afghanistan. Its untapped mineral wealth is estimated to have a potential value of as much as $1 trillion. Joining us now from Kabul, Shoaib Rahim. Shoaib's an analyst of Afghanistan's economy, amongst many other things. Good to have you with us on Counting the Cost, sir. So, you've got all this untapped mineral wealth, a young population there in Afghanistan that's just raring to go, looking for opportunities. Here comes the million-dollar question. With the security situation as it is, how do you get Kabul's economy to realize its potential?
Every year, 400,000 young Afghans are joining the job market, looking for jobs in a situation where the political situation is getting uncertain, the security situation is getting worse day by day, and this is where the international community's role comes in. This is where the real challenge for Afghan begins, where after 2014, the international aid has reduced, the security transition, the economic transition, and the political transition took place. But after this three-dimensional transition, we are still uncertain about Afghanistan's economy and the future of Afghan young generation in the region.
To what extent is corruption the main issue that's holding the Afghan economy back?
This is a big problem starting from the recruitment to the bigger projects that are implemented in the country. Other than that, the mega projects, for example, the mega infrastructure projects and the mining projects are all struggling with the issues of corruption. They are not going anywhere at the moment. There are some of the interventions that the government has taken. For example, the National Procurement Authority, which is presided by the president himself. They are looking over the bigger projects, but that is just limited to those few bigger projects. But the administrative corruption that is going on in all the public sector, that still remains a big question mark, and that still is a big hurdle for Afghan government to take the country forward from this point on.
What do you make of President Trump's hint this week that he wanted to see India giving more help economically to Afghanistan, which of course is a landlocked country? It shares a border with Pakistan. That's going to cause some political problems, isn't it? What does the country need to do to attract more direct foreign investment?
First things first, important thing is that India's role increases in Afghanistan since they are investing in the infrastructure projects. We can see their investment in the Salma Dam, one of the biggest infrastructure projects. Along with that, the preparation of the Afghan parliament building, and then other services sectors that Indians are playing. They can play a very important role in the economic development of Afghanistan.
Okay, Shoaib, really good to talk to you. Many thanks indeed for being with us on Counting the Cost.
Thank you very much.
And finally this week, there was a financial focus at this year's Edinburgh Fringe Festival in Scotland. Charlie Angela explains.